Most guys fail not because of their genetics, but because they fix the wrong thing. Let me explain. This is the so-called handsome guy path, right? You get a guy that has good habits, diet, health, since the start, right? Since the day he was born. Thanks to the proper habits, diet and health, he looks good. That makes it so that he gets good treatment, which leads to him being very confident and used to winning. And this creates a positive feedback loop. So he's healthy, he looks good, he gets praised for his looks, he's more motivated to keep upgrading, to keep good habits, to keep being healthy, and it ends up being this positive feedback loop. And when a guy like this approaches a girl, she shows interest instantly, entertains the idea of talking more / dating. And it ends up being this, right? And this guy gets called a Chad. Now let's compare it to an average / below average guy path. You get the same guy, could be identical genetically, he has bad habits, poor diet, poor health since the start. He's often bullied, rejected, made fun of because of his looks, which are a result of the first step. He's afraid of trying anything, not just dating, just trying new things in general, because he's used to people being against him. He decides to improve his looks, he comes across the mainstream looksmaxing movement, right? Uses tricks and shortcuts to fraud better looks, gets surgery, he approaches a girl, gets rejected immediately as if he never improved from below average in the first place, says that you can't escape your genetics, any form of self-improvement is cope, and that it's over. And this ends up being him. This happens to so many guys, it's unbelievable that no one figured out why this happens. It's just like we're pretending that this is not the case. The conclusion here is very simple. The world is unfair. Why is it unfair? Because when it's most important in your life, the proper habits, proper diet, proper posture, and all of that stuff that shapes your look, it's not up to you. It's up to your parents. And most parents don't know any better. They don't care. And the other conclusion is that people aren't stupid. You can't just get surgery and try to fool people. Because, look here. We have, again, handsome dude, black pill bro. He has good habits, like we already established. He gets good treatment, right? He's confident. He's not afraid of people. He has good social skills. He looks like a winner, behaves like a winner, dresses like a winner, talks like a winner, and has the mindset of a winner. And the people want to hang out with the winners. Dating is easy because he's the obvious choice for women. And what does the typical mainstream black pill bro do? He emulates looks with surgery / frauding. He behaves like a loser, dresses like a bum, talks like an incel, has weak mindset and body dysmorphia. People see through the facade and don't want to hang out with cheap lookalikes or visibly insecure tryhards. And he gets surgery, fillers in 10 different places. He says, oh, I'm a Chad now, goes and approaches a woman, and that's the kind of reaction he gets. The woman may say hi back, but it's not gonna go anywhere because all he did is try to artificially copy the looks, but looks are a direct result of proper habits, diet, and maintaining good health. And what he does is only look at the result of all of this and try to copy the results without actually doing any of the work that is required. Because what's so important here is that women don't choose the best looking guy, they choose the safest bet. And women are smarter than most of these black pill bros, and most of them, if not all of them, know that it's not only about looks, and they will judge you based on all these different things which they're not so easy to copy, and you can't just take a shortcut with surgeries and have all this stuff right away, like many of these looksmaxing gurus tell you that you can. Now look at this. This is why many of you guys need to get a grip, okay? Here we have Cillian Murphy. He obviously has decent bones, right? But according to Looksmaxxers, right, he has bad eye area, he's 5'8", if even that, so no hope for him. Looks like small-eyed golem, right? This is what these people say about Cillian Murphy. Meanwhile, in the real world, this is what women say about Cillian Murphy. The unusual beauty of Cillian Murphy. Why are women so into Cillian Murphy? Cillian Murphy just kills me every single time with his looks. And this dude, he played the recruiter / salesman in Squid Game. Oh, he has big asymmetry. Weak lower third. No one cares about Asians anyway. The recruiter is sexy. The recruiter being attractive is actually necessary story-wise. Why do girls love Gong Yoo from Squid Game so much? And it's pretty easy if you're just willing to open your eyes to figure out why these guys and many like them are getting all these women simping for them, right? Because what actually matters is health framing, which is, to summarize it very quickly, is just doing the most with what you have, like a real man, instead of crying and getting 10 surgeries. Natural, effortless, high status look is better than extreme looks. Optimal, natural is on average more appealing to more women than extreme. And you have all these examples here, right? And I mean, I could add 10 more, but it doesn't really matter. Like, you get the point. If I was to rate these dudes based on some kind of blackpill scale, this dude would be a 5, maybe a 6. This dude would be a 5, maybe a 6. This dude would be a 6. This dude would be a 6, and this dude would be a 5. This is the sexiest man of 2021, this is the sexiest man of 2022, and this is the sexiest man of 2024. There are guys on these lists of the sexiest men alive. Some of them have unbelievable facial features, just good genetics overall. Some of them have very weak skulls, like some of them have very weak bones. The Looksmaxxers would say, oh, it's over, like it doesn't make sense, right? Like, you will never become an actor, you will never be a celebrity because you need looks for that and you don't have them, bro. That's what many of the people who are on this list of sexiest men of whatever year, that's what they would hear from these people, from these communities. So the bone structure isn't the common denominator among these men. What is the common denominator though is looking masculine, healthy, framing yourself well, playing the cards that you were dealt and maximizing what you have without doing any crazy surgeries or making yourself look like a clown. Because here's the truth, if you look like the man and all of these dudes have that look to them, suddenly your flaws aren't considered flaws but things that make you unique and only add to your appeal instead of detracting from it. So many times you can hear from women, oh, you know, I never really liked guys with big noses. Oh, but this guy is an exception. Oh, wow, I have no idea what it is about him. He's not like conventionally attractive, but he's my crush. Like, you can see these comments all over the internet and hear them in real life too. If you're just willing to hear anything else than blackpill propaganda, okay? Oh, and this is the sexiest man of blackpill forum, chosen by dudes, by the way. I mean, Jordan Barrett obviously looks crazy, but this does not have the widest appeal, which is what you want, right? And someone might say, oh, you know, they're celebrities, actors, you know, they have money, it doesn't matter. Bro, these dudes right here, they're also actors or celebrities and or have money. Ain't nobody cares what they have to say. Like, ain't nobody putting them on list of sexiest men alive. No one cares. And so why using shortcuts doesn't work? Because you end up looking like a pathetic tryhard. Look at this, what happened to Zach. Before whatever it is that he did to his face, like all these different surgeries, like he was arguably one of the most handsome people alive. And look at this. Like, what is this? So it doesn't only apply to below average and average looking guys. This dude is the definition of a Chad. And look what happened to him. Like, the brain rot, the body dysmorphia brain rot got to him and ruined his looks, man. From a natural looking, well-kept dude to an uncanny valley monstrosity. Like, what even is this? Like, you just look like a pathetic tryhard. Like, you gave in to this childish temptation of like, oh, what if I can get some implants and mog? Like, it's so stupid. And when you take a shortcut and you don't fix everything else first, you don't change your behavior, habits, and personality and underlying health issues that will continue to worsen your appearance. If your health is ruined by bad habits, bad diet, bad sleep, bad everything, you can get some implants, yeah. You're gonna probably end up looking uncanny, that's first of all. But then, on top of that, the rest of your face, the rest of your look will be deteriorating anyways because of your refusal to put in the work and fix the bad habits. So what this shows, the after pictures here, is that you got desperate and now your uncanny looks showcase that to everybody. Being a tryhard doesn't work. The simplest example that you saw before, right? Somewhere on YouTube, somewhere on social media. There's a dude walking around asking women, hey, which physique do you prefer? And he shows a picture of a skinny dude or some athletic looking dude, you know, a little bit of muscle, lean, whatever, nothing special. And a picture of a bodybuilder, you know, like a Ronnie Coleman type of bodybuilder, so a huge dude. And the women are always 100 out of 100 100 cases, the women are like, oh no, that's too much, I prefer the skinny one. Because they can see that there is something wrong with you. Like if you're ready to inject yourself with all these unapproved stuff that comes from who knows where, there has to be something wrong with you. Doing all of that just to change your appearance, like that is weird. Do you have any life outside of the gym? Is there anything that you have going on? And in the eyes of the women, you just look like a freak. So all I can say to these dudes is congratulations. You played yourself. But here's the thing, these guys are celebrities, right? They still have the charisma, they still have the status, they still have the money, they still know how to be charming, how to talk to people. So it's not like they lost absolutely everything and they have no appeal whatsoever now. And that's why it's even worse when something like this happens to an average or below average guy. Because you're probably shy, you're probably not very good at talking to people, and then you make it super hard for yourself to try to fix your social skills, because now you have to walk around with this uncanny valley looks because you thought it's okay to get 5 surgeries before fixing your looks the natural way. And this is how I did it, right? My transformation is a result of just grinding, trying to find out what works, what doesn't, not giving up when I didn't see the results, and finally figuring out what to do and how to do without any surgeries so well that you end up looking unrecognizable. I mean, look at these pictures, bro. Here's me at 18, here's me at 19, 22, 23. You know how the saying goes? Beauty comes from within. Turns out, right? It turns out that all this time, they were right. But within doesn't mean personality, right? Oh, we're all beautiful. Doesn't matter if you look sick. It doesn't matter if it looks as though you have some contagious disease, right? That you don't care about your health, that your looks tell me that you don't care about anything and you have no self-respect at all, right? No, that's not what I mean by beauty comes from within. Within is the diet, sleep, how that impacts your hormones, lowering your stress, high testosterone, low inflammation, smart supplementation, optimizing IGF-1, DHT, etc. The younger you are, the better. The younger you are, the more results you can get from this. And all of this you can do without injecting anything crazy, without risking your health and potentially your life. And I don't understand why so few people talk about this. Like, the advice on social media is usually either, hey, just take a shower, bro, or hey, just hop on steroids and get this surgery, right? It's either this or that. Like, it's insane. What about this approach, which I think is right in the middle, and it works? I did this before I even discovered looksmaxing. Like, I didn't know anything about looksmaxing. I had to invest a lot of time, money, and effort into testing different stuff on my own to finally figure out what works and what doesn't. I was disheartened so many times because, you know, I was like, oh, this is the method, now everything's gonna change, right? And then nothing happened, or I got very, very tiny results, right? And I had to test everything out myself, suffer for a few years, but bro, I'm telling you, man, it is worth it. It is worth it, bro. Now, if you combine this, so how your body operates, how your body works, that will manifest in your looks on the outside. Then you combine it with proper looksmaxing. What I mean by that is stuff that you can do on your own at home. To name a few things you can do, it is improving your posture, exercising both body and face, mewing, topical products, devices, grooming, etc. A lot of stuff that you can do at home that's low risk, takes some time and takes some knowledge, but anyone can do this, right? It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, and how old you are, because as you can see here, this is not puberty. Like, we're not talking puberty. Oh, it was just puberty that changed your face, bro. Like, bro, I was 18 and here I'm 19. At 19, I was wondering, I was looking in the mirror, so how long will it take for my face to get rid of the acne? I'm not a teenager anymore. Why do I still have acne? I will be 20 soon and I think I'm gonna still have acne. How is that even possible? Hello? I was told I will have acne during puberty and then it will be gone. And it just decided to stuck around because my health was absolute dog shit. And so you max out these and then you combine these two with knowledge on how to hide your flaws, accentuate good features, and style around your look. And you combine all this stuff, bro, and your life changes without cutting your face open to realign all the bones, without injecting steroids, none of that stuff. Your will, your drive to go after your goals and to set ambitious goals is through the roof. You are more confident when talking to people, and confidence is a huge factor because, as we established here, you have to be a complete package, and if you only try to fraud your looks and don't fix anything else, you're still scared, you're still insecure. I got to surgery, do you like me now? Will you be my girlfriend now that I got to surgery? There is no hope for you, but the good news is, like, you can do it, man. My confidence right now that I am him is through the roof. Like, you could never convince me otherwise. And my looks now are congruent with my personality. And so this is the only proper way to do this. Because if you have decent genetics, this approach makes it so that your health and your bad habits don't hold you back. If you have decent genetics and you use this approach, you will show 100% of your potential. And if you got a little bit unlucky, like me, with my bone structure and everything, you still can make huge improvements even past puberty and still get the real man look, like the dude that has some flaws but just doesn't care. Most guys don't need surgery, they just need the right plan, they just need to identify what's wrong and fix it the right natural way, without ending up looking uncanny, without ruining their faces with implants and fillers and all of that stuff. If you want to work with me one-on-one so we can copy these results for you, the link is in the description. If you don't want to work with me one-on-one, but you just want to identify your flaws and how to fix them, how can you improve, what is your current starting point, so what is your rating, the link for that is in the description too. All in all, just remember that optimal beats extreme, that natural beats artificial. Okay, download the free ebook, the big three, the three most important things you can do to improve your appearance at home. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, keep hustling, keep grinding, shoot for your dreams. Bye bye.